My Father's Work Worldwide presents the ultimate firestorm for this time of the year, 2024. Racism, systematic racism. Are you a racist? You know the answer to that question. We all say, no, I'm not racist. All whites claim not to be racist. Many blacks openly admit to being racist. If they will admit it's even possible to be racist against white people. Many blacks say it is not. That's where we are today. They say it's not possible to be racist against whites, and many whites say the same thing. I don't know who taught them to believe that, but the definition of racism doesn't change because of the races you are referring to. Many people call racism against white people reverse racism. I say, no. There's no such thing as reverse racism. Racism is racism. It's putting one race before the other race because of their race. No other reason. Racism is simply putting your own race or any other race before others because of their race. A few years ago, one of the greatest boxers in boxing history, Floyd Mayweather, had gotten into trouble for beating up an elderly white man in the street. I don't know what the beef was. But I always say, if you're not a fighter, don't mess with a fighter. Only makes good sense. And if you are a fighter, try your best not to fight a non-fighter. You can't win that fight. No matter who gets beaten up, you lose because you have no business fighting a non-fighter. Although I know sometimes it can't be helped. So to help with public opinion, they made an infomercial for Floyd in the format of an interview. Since the old man in the street was white, the interviewer asked Floyd, "Are you racist?" Floyd said, "No." The interviewer asked, "Why do people say you're racist?" Floyd said, "Because I support the black community above the others." And that is the very definition of racism. So in other words, he was saying, no, I'm not racist. I'm racist. So how about you? Do you want to know? Do you want to know if you're racist? Can you admit it if you find out you are? Many whites in America have turned against their own race just to prove they are not racist. Well, let me tell you, that proves you are racist. There's a way you can find out, though, whether or not you are racist. I made a test for myself to prove to myself whether or not I'm racist. And it showed me, to my shock, I am somewhat racist. That pains me because I really did not think I had a racist bone in my body. And I can't remember anybody of any race ever admitting to being racist. But I'm telling you, we need to know if we're racist so we can work on it. We need to work on it because I believe racism is sin. God made the human race. Satan convinced us that each different skin color is a different race, so he could separate and destroy us. Oh, and his plan is working so very well today. Better and better with each passing day. What is this test and how do you use it? How do you find out if you're racist or not? Well, I pretend that just ahead of me is a 300-foot sheer cliff. Standing at the top of the cliff is two 5-year-old children. Now, you have to look at this very realistically. You got to make this really real in your mind for it to work. So realistic, it makes your heart speed up. You can only save one of those children, not both. One child is your own race, the other is another race. Which one do you save? Be honest. The test won't work and you won't know whether you're racist or not if you're not honest. You can only save one child. Will you save the child of your race or the other race? I believe you will choose to save the one of your race. Because sadly, I'm sorry, that's what I would do. But I leave your answer up to you. You have to answer that for yourself. All my videos are now on rumble.com. That is rumble.com/my father's work worldwide, just like the banner up behind me. As usual, at the end of my videos, I ask you, if you possibly can, to get online and preach repentance. The most important thing we can do to stop the hell on earth we're headed into right now. And if you can't do it, you can share this video and all videos that you see which are expounding the true gospel. Share, subscribe, and like. That way, you too are preaching the gospel. So until next time, goodbye.